probably know the underdog story of Kurt Warner. The future leader of the greatest show on turf was a former grocery store bagger who played his college ball at the University of Northern Iowa. He finished his career in 1993. He went undrafted, and he had to continue his career by slinging the pigskin in the Arena Football League in NFL Europe. He was absolutely dominant in both leagues, leading him to catching the eye of the St. Louis Rams. The Rams signed the ageless rookie, where he spent the 1998 season as the team's third-string quarterback. What you might not know is that another team from a certain Illinois city liked Warner's play in Iowa and wanted him to try out for the franchise. Yes, that's correct. The gunslinger of the greatest show on turf could have easily been leading the offensive version of the Monsters of the Midway. According to the legendary Barstool Sports podcast Pardon My Take, Warner admits that the Chicago Bears called him up.
So the Bears called me and said, hey, we want to bring you in for a workout. And I am like, anytime, any place, I am in, I'm coming.
This was during his Arena Football League prime with the Iowa Barnstormers, so it was going to be a short flight from Cedar Rapids to Chicago. It was going to be a Friday workout at Hallis Hall in Lake Forest. However, the flaky Warner forgot about a very minor detail. His fiancée and current wife, Brenda, reminded the Bears management that he had some fairly important weekend plans. They were getting married that weekend. The Bears, of course, understood that he couldn't bail out on his wedding plans for just a workout, so Michael McCaskey in Chicago decided to schedule the workout the next week. However, Warner forgot about the Jamaica honeymoon that week, so he had to call the Bears back yet again to reschedule.
Again, she gives me the look, and I'm like, now what? We're going on our honeymoon next week. Yes, we are going on our honeymoon next week. I had to call the Bears back a second time and tell them, okay, sorry, screwed up. But any other time, I promise you, I am in to work out.
To play devil's advocate, it was irritating that Warner had to reschedule the workout on 2 different occasions. That being said, it wasn't as if he was blowing off the Bears. His excuses were very valid reasons. As fun as it is playing in the NFL, family comes first. What happened next can probably be attributed to the curse of the Chicago Bears quarterbacks. As if the football gods hate Chicago enough, an unknown bug took a bite out of Warner's right elbow. His elbow got swollen to the size of a grapefruit. To this day, Warner still doesn't know if it was a bug or a spider. The doctors say it was maybe a centipede or a spider.
The night before we left, we were in Jamaica. The night before we left our honeymoon, I woke up the next morning and my throwing elbow was swollen about the size of a grapefruit. And to this day, we still don't know what it was that bit me. They said maybe a centipede or a spider. They really don't know.
Anyway, the Bears heard enough from the former NFL Europe star. This was Warner's third excuse not to show up for a mandatory workout, and although his 3 excuses were all valid, the Bears felt confident in their current quarterback situation not to give Warner a 4th chance. The old saying goes, 3rd time's the charm, but for the Bears, the 4th time might have been the charm. According to the future Hall of Fame quarterback, the Bears hung up and never called him back. 2 weeks later, the Rams had a need for a 3rd-string quarterback and worked him out. He passed the workout with flying colors. In 1999, Trent Green tore his ACL during the preseason, and the little-known backup in Kurt Warner ended up leading the 1999 St. Louis Rams to a Super Bowl victory by winning Super Bowl MVP. Since his infamous bug bite, Warner played in 3 Super Bowls, winning one of them. He won 2 MVP awards. Also, according to us at Sports Broadcast Solutions, we consider him the best quarterback in both Rams and Cardinals franchise history. You can watch that video both above and in the comments section below. How did the 1998 and 1999 seasons go for the Bears? As you would expect, not so great. Moses Moreno was the Bears' 3rd-string quarterback in place of Warner for the 1998 season. The Bears had so many injuries in 1998 that Moreno actually started a game that season. If not for a villainous bug, Bears fans would have theoretically seen the 3rd-string Warner do his thing out on the gridiron. In 1999, the Bears selected future quarterback bust Cade McNown with the number 12 overall draft pick. McNown was one of the worst quarterbacks in Bears history. During his rookie season in 1999, he completed just 54% of his passes. It just makes you wonder, would the Bears have made it to the Super Bowl in 1999 and 2001 if Warner was their starting quarterback? Probably not, since the Rams also had Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, and Ricky Proehl at wide receiver. Incredibly, Proehl could have been Warner's teammate with the Bears, but Chicago let Ricky walk in free agency after the 1997 season ended. Proehl was on the Rams during their Super Bowl runs in 1999 and 2001. What makes this story even more interesting is the Cleveland Browns could have acquired Warner during the 1999 expansion draft. The Rams made him available to be drafted since they put all of their trust in Trent Green. However, the new Browns just didn't see enough in Warner's game film to try him out as a backup quarterback. I guess that they really liked Tim Couch. Since making their very dumb decision in 1998, the Bears have still never had a quarterback throw for at least 4,000 yards in a season. The Browns, who became an expansion franchise in 1999, have won only one playoff game. They've only played in 3 total playoff games since passing on Kurt Warner. By the way, Tim Couch didn't start at any of those 3 playoff games. The best quarterback in Bears history since 1998 is arguably Jay Cutler. Although Cutler won just one playoff game, Cutler's playoff win came against the Seahawks, who had a record of 8-9 coming into the divisional round. As for the Browns, the jury is still out on Baker Mayfield. Are the Browns and Bears cursed when it comes to finding a quarterback? Absolutely not, but it is kind of funny how a spider inadvertently led to the Rams becoming the greatest show on turf. Along came a spider. For Morgan Freeman, it led to another paycheck in his legendary film career. For the Bears, it disallowed them from becoming a dynamic offense. Make sure to subscribe below and don't miss another Sports Broadcast Solutions video.